Let me show you how to create a presentation using AI the right way, step by step. And I'm going to use a product called Dectopus. And if you want to, you can also try that by clicking the link in the description. You will find the best deal there. And also in this video, I'm not just going to show you how to create a presentation, but I will also consider what are the drawbacks of doing it with AI and how you can overcome those issues. But we've got a lot to cover, so let's dive right into it. So to start creating a presentation with AI, just head over to Dectopus website and then literally describe what you want to create in this box. For example, I can do something like history of coding. Then just click generate my presentation. Then choose a category. For example, I'm going to go with educational, but you can go with startup pitch, business proposal, sales presentation, report presentation, and other. Then you can drag and drop your documents. If you have, for example, notes or a previous presentation or some kind of an article or whatever you might have installed to your computer, just drag and drop it here because that way you're going to give more insights and input and direction for the AI to place in your presentation. But I'm going to skip that for now because I want to show that it's indeed possible to create one without any kind of input. Then, as the next step, the AI has generated this kind of an outline for me. If I don't like something here, I can just get rid of it. And I can change things around, and I can even write these own outline talking points here if I want to. So you can control what the AI is going to put here if you want to. Once you're ready with the outline, then just click on next. And at this point, you get to choose the template that you would like to use. For example, let's go with creative. And then just click on generate presentation. And at this point, the AI will render your presentation for about a couple of minutes. And now, once the deck is ready, just click on it by clicking here on where it says let's start. And this will show you your AI generated presentation for the first time. Everything that you see here is AI generated. So none of this came from me. It is all AI. All these images, all the text, all the templates, all the icons, everything has been put together by AI. And right now, you don't obviously have to, and you even shouldn't settle with this simple presentation that the AI generated, but this is your guideline. And at least that's the way I think about this. First and foremost, what you can do here is you can adjust things. So by clicking these objects, for example, text, you can make it smaller or larger. And you can move it left, middle, center. You can do all the basic formatting stuff you would do on a regular text document basically, or a PowerPoint presentation. And then you can also remove these images and you can replace those with your own. So you can just customize everything here and you can move things around and stuff like that. And now when it comes to the content here, there are two things I have to mention. So even though this presentation looks ready, it has 20 slides, these all look pretty amazing, it looks professional, I have to say that the text is off. And that's simply because the AI cannot think. So these pieces of text that you have here, these are not facts, these are just predictions made by AI. And sometimes the AI makes predictions that are completely wrong, but it makes those in a convincing tone of voice. So for example, this one looks really good, but I'd have to double check that the values here are actually correct and the timeline is actually factually correct. So in this sense, I would almost treat this AI generated presentation, I would almost treat it like a template. This is similar to what you get from PowerPoint or any other presentation maker, but it's much more advanced in a sense that this is actually on point with your topic. So if you're using PowerPoint to create a template, you get a very generic template. But here you actually get not only a template, but all these things that you should talk about in your presentation. And these are usually mostly accurate. So the only things you actually have to do is just make sure that the order makes sense and that the text and the facts make sense. But other than that, there's not really that much you need to do in my opinion. So yeah, it might be missing something or it might be repeating something. But this is actually a very applicable template, this kind of an AI superpowered template that saves you at least a couple of hours. So first and foremost, I could never create a presentation like this. I don't have design skills or presentation skills like this, so it wouldn't be possible. But even if I was, I bet it would take at least like an hour or two for me to just stylize this post or this presentation. So putting these icons together, structuring it nicely, choosing the fonts and the colors and stuff like that would take hours. And especially because there are like 20 pages, that would take a really long while. So that's what I love about this AI Presentation Maker, is that it actually saves me time. It saves me from the mundane work. So if I want to present something to my people or to my YouTube audience or whatever, I don't have to spend 2 hours on things that I shouldn't be focusing on, but I can just pour my thoughts and experience and expertise into this very well templatized and guidelined presentations. And that's awesome. That saves me so much time and energy. And that also is productive for me because I don't really need to pay attention to things that I am not good at. So that's basically how you create a presentation. So you can describe the AI with literally just a title of what you want to create and then answer a couple of questions, and you will have this full-on presentation here. But then just make sure that the facts are correct and that these images don't look too generic and that your content is actually what you would like to say. So definitely do not automate everything, but make sure to automate the boring parts where you're not good at.